How is it going today? Lord, let's get on Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz too. You have Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen, DC versus Marvel. Death Battle.
Which side are
you? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say Batgirl because I know more.
Spider-Gwen. I don't know
about
much.
Batgirl.
I don't know much. I got a little bit of, one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time. You already know what it is. Into the Spider-Verse. I can't wait for 2. With COVID! But anyway, yeah, I'm going with Spider-Gwen and you're going with Batgirl. We're going to see who wins. This is going to be a good one. I know it is. It's going to be such a good one. If you guys have any extra questions, please follow us on social media in the link in the show. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on it.
Who runs the world? The ladies. So obviously there's a bunch of awesome crime-fighting chicks out there. Like Barbara Gordon, the DC Comics vigilante known as Batgirl. And Marvel's Gwen Stacy, the one you know as Spider-Gwen. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Don't do that.
Barbara Gordon always had a connection to crime fighting. Her father was Gotham City's police commissioner, and she idolized the legendary superhero, Batman. So she whipped up her own bat costume to crash a police ball. Yeah, she's a rebel, but not twist. A criminal crashed it first, and she wound up saving the day. This sparked a fire in Barbara, a fire for justice, and a drive to confront crime on her own. With this new mission came another goal. To officially join Batman and Robin as the next badass crime fighter, Batgirl. You know, how come she's called Batgirl when Dick gets to be Robin? Her identity and individuality shouldn't be anchored to the patriarchal idea that women are publicly defined by the men in their life. Well said, Boomstick. Now, joining the Bat family wasn't easy. The dynamic duo weren't exactly keen on adding a third wheel. But Batgal worked hard to prove herself. And she's not just a tough fighter, she's super smart. With a strong understanding of technology and computer hacking,
a lot.
Batgirl knew she could prove useful to a team that relies on tech.
And we just finished watching
Batman and Robin. How could the Bat and the Bird say no? And after settling into the Batcave, she honed her skills by training with the Batman himself. Who was basically the world's greatest ninja times 1,000. Not like she was some rookie before that, though. Her cop dad had her study a bunch of martial arts like judo and karate. Of course, Batgirl wears her own custom bat suit, lined with Kevlar and filled to the brim with advanced technology. It's basically a slimmed-down combination of military-grade armor and spy gear that even James Bond would be jealous of.
Look how they showed the butt.
Batman's version helped him survive the longest explosion. Look at the size of that thing. She also added plenty of her own tools to her arsenal for an extra advantage. Everything from a taser to pepper spray, concussion bombs, smoke bombs, and foam bombs that can bind people in place. What's with all the bombs? And of course, she's got batarangs.
Yeah.
Dummy?
Here I come. I'm just dying to help.
Everyone knows about the basic shuriken the bats are famous for.
Ow.
But Miss Gordon also carries an electric variant. Huh. Well, that was...
That would hurt.
That's very nice of you. That you never appreciate me. You know what? If there was an award for being nice, you wouldn't win it. You three hear me?
Those are awesome. Let me try.
Oh,
oh God, why? Anyway, Batgirl's also got guns, but like non-bullet ones. She's got a gun that shoots sleeping gas, a gun that shoots a grappling hook, and a gun that shoots batarangs. Because why would you throw something when you can fire it out of a gun? She's quick enough to dodge bullet fire and avoid electricity from Livewire. Who's basically just a scarier version of Blue Jamie Foxx from that one movie about amazing spiders. Also,
he will have his...
tough enough to take
we will, hold on, we will not slander... We will not slander Jamie Foxx.
I thought that he did good for his character that was given to him.
I just cannot wait till they reboot his character's looks, because I ain't gonna lie. When he had like the little... I'm like...
What, the hair? Like,
the hair was like, like all nerdy.
Yeah, nerdy.
I'm like, all nerds.
And wasn't that like different from like what Electro's personality was anyway? So
I cannot wait for Jamie Foxx's redemption arc and the next Spider-Man 3 film that they about to do. Ooh, all right, let's go.
Or have a friggin' building explode while she's inside. Damn, girl, you're unstoppable. Well, until she was shot and paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah,
but even with the loss of her legs, she rallied around her peers and kept fighting the good fight as Oracle.
Remember those computer skills? Well, they sure came in handy here, along with her photographic memory. Plus, she could dodge bullets while in a freaking wheelchair.
Badass.
Man, I bet she'd kick ass at murder ball.
Certainly setting her apart from the likes of Batman and Robin. She even learned stick fighting while still paralyzed.
Badass.
Beat her ass even while sitting on hers.
Yes.
What can't she do in that wheelchair?
I mean, he said while sitting on hers.
Besides, walk.
Not for too long, though. She eventually received neural implants in her brain and spine that let her walk again. Unfortunately, these devices are vulnerable to short-circuiting and AI hacking, but they're an acceptable risk and have been improved over time to resist such incursions.
Which just makes her that much harder to beat. I mean, she's strong enough to outmuscle a giant mutant shark and suplex a fully grown tiger. Move over, Joe Exotic. Make way for the Tiger Queen.
Thanks to her police father and her experience with the Bat family, Barbara Gordon's become a well-rounded protector of her city.
Crazy to think how far the wannabe sidekick has come. She's really stepped out of Batman's shadow and become her own hero. The goddamn Batgirl.
Overstepping yourself a little? Try me.
Before Mary Jane, everyone's favorite spider superhero Peter Parker dated a girl named Gwendolyn Stacy.
But then she fell off a bridge and died. The end.
Except that isn't the end. The universe is full of possibilities. What if, in another timeline, that never happened? What if Peter never found that radioactive spider that made him Spider-Man in the first place? What if the superhero was Gwen?
Welcome to Earth 65. This Gwen was a teen kicking back in New York City. She's a drummer for her high school band and the daughter of a police chief.
And she's this world's one and only Spider-Woman.
Though you might know her as Spider-Gwen. With her cool powers, she got busy fighting crime. But hey, who can blame her for showing off?
This likes Eminem.
Whatever a spider can.
Though her police
that's cap. Come on now.
Why? Use her powers for the good of others. However, her close friend, the non-superpowered Peter of this world, had a different take.
He was getting bullied all the time and idolized Spider-Gwen's power. So, of course, he figured the only way to stop the bullies was to get powers like hers. Except he accidentally turned himself into a giant monster lizard.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Whom the young Miss Stacy was forced to subdue.
Take over.
Peter ultimately succumbed to his experiments, dying in her arms.
Wow.
His death turned Spider-Woman into a fugitive on the run, but also inspired her to take her father's advice.
It was time to step up as a superhero. With her spiderific powers, she can crawl on walls and stick to any surface. Imagine, you're sitting on your couch being all that is man. You look up at your ceiling, and instead of seeing a normal spider, there's a whole ass woman up there. Yes, please.
Spider-Woman also has the classic spider sense, which constantly scans her surroundings and alerts her to incoming danger.
How many times have we said the word spider so far?
A lot.
50. Do we get a free taco?
Thanks to her spider sense, Gwen's moved fast enough to dodge bullets, lasers, and lightning from Electro.
On his best day, classic Spider-Man's even dodged beams of light, at least for a bit before he got smacked.
She's tough enough to power through point-blank explosions just as well as electrocution. And yes, she has similar powers as other spider people like main universe Peter, who survived a massive explosion that annihilated the top of this skyscraper.
And she's strong enough to punch Rhino through a wall, the guy, not another animal, and lift over 10 tons.
But of course, to truly fit the role of Spider-Woman, she needed one last thing. Thanks to Janet Van Dyne, aka the Wasp, Gwen received her very own web shooters.
Why do these people keep using sticky stuff that just gets everywhere? Kinda gross.
The web fluid isn't just sticky, but incredibly strong.
Hey!
Oh,
the
that
tensile
was so
strength of
sad.
regular spider silk can reportedly reach up to 178 kilograms per square millimeters in a cross-section. Scaled up to a human-sized web, it would be nearly as strong as steel.
Strong as steel.
This is an new shirt.
That can't be. It already has beer stains all over it.
That's just my style. Like all those girls that just cut a bunch of holes in their jeans and ruin them.
Even with those similar powers, Gwen's not your average spider hero. She's made a habit of traveling throughout the multiverse.
And she lost her powers permanently. They were stolen by Cindy Moon because she's the worst. Gwen could briefly restore her powers.
I don't know who that is.
I
don't lie.
A good solution.
I don't know who that is, but she looked cool, didn't she?
Right, I didn't read the comic.
No, really, Venom.
You know, the scary alien sludge monster guy that eats brains. Despite it being, well, Venom, Gwen took the symbiote for herself. Formed into her new suit, her powers were fully restored.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, he's back in black. I should note this version of Venom is a bit different from the one you're most familiar with.
Okay.
It was lab-created and not nearly as potent or powerful. It can boost talents, camouflage her, and do some limited shape-shifting. But Gwen won't be reforming from a puddle of goo or anything crazy like that.
Okay.
Also, she can create even more spiders? Who the hell came up with that?
With the Venom?
The only problem is the symbiote's weak to loud sounds and fire. It's basically scared of a metal concert. Ironic, considering its preferred look. But it's still Venom, and its violent nature tore Gwen apart. Eventually, she wound up unmasked and indicted. What do you mean unmasked? Her name's Spider-Gwen. Everyone should have figured that out. You been paying attention? Yes, Wiz. Badass spider chick kicked lots of ass. After serving her time and even gaining control of the symbiote, shifting it into her more iconic getup, Gwen took a trip to the mainline 616 Earth. Basically, she got about as popular as Spider-Man, and they wanted to jam her in the universe. There, she regained her secret identity. But since there were a few other Spider-Women running around, she took on a new moniker. Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider!
Ghost Spider.
That's right. This chick's too good to protect one world. She's got two. It's awesome to see how far she's come from teenage show-off to guardian of the multiverse.
That's why I work alone.
Are you ready? I'm ready. This is going to be a good battle.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
All right. Spider-Gwen about to go. I'm telling you, Batgirl better be careful.
Spider-Gwen better be careful because she's dodging bullets in a wheelchair.
You type in a YouTube comment? What did it say? Broly versus who?
Oh, traveling to different universes. She went from the Marvel universe to DC. That's a little more darker here.
Stupid thing. I said take me to Miles, not this one.
Ooh, that was dope.
I do love the Spidey sense.
Seems like you're the stupid one for dropping by unannounced. Don't you treat your guests well.
You know where you at?
Right, you are in the DC universe.
And you're in the Batcave.
Right.
Unannounced.
Where nobody should know.
Dracula, I'll get out of your hair. See ya.
Ooh. Okay.
She got it. I'm like, she's not gonna just stand there and watch it fall on her.
Uh-oh.
But she can withstand electricity though. So that might not work that much.
Ooh. Look at all the little Easter eggs.
Right.
Can we get that? Thank you.
Man, she gave her the time to stick it on her and turn it on. Okay, hold on.
Come on, Gwen. Hold on, man.
End of the road.
She getting folded right now.
For now.
I didn't know she could do that.
I did not know she
could
do that. I think that's her symbiote, maybe. That's making her reveal.
I'll find you. You're on my turf. Too late.
Oh, don't.
Oh, God. Why did you catch it?
Right. Ooh, well, is she bleeding now?
She'll be alright.
You sure?
She'll be okay. She'll be okay. She's not about to lose because of a rock.
I don't
Come
know.
on now.
That fist look like it's about to...
Ooh.
Yeah, there might be a bomb attached to that, huh?
Maybe. Just shoot her a real glizzy. Just use a real one. Don't tell Batman. Okay.
Ain't you supposed to be rooting for Batgirl? What you talking about for?
Well, I like the scene. It was cool. I can't hate.
I thought that was a real good.
Maybe she wanted that to happen.
No. Ooh, I don't think she wanted that to happen, Jax.
Now I have.
Oh, wow.
KO!
Looks like Batgirl's turned into Splat Girl.
Oh,
Batgirl
God.
wielded an impressive arsenal with plenty of tools suited to combat Gwen's abilities. Not to mention, Gwen was no match for her stellar intelligence.
Which made this pretty close. There are plenty of versions of this fight where Batgirl could take down the symbiote with sound and fire.
Yeah.
But even with such weaknesses, the Ghost Spider held enough of her own advantages to take the win more times than not.
So while Batgirl's training was certainly better, the spider sense is just super broken. Gwen and other Spideys have held up against martial arts masters like Captain America, who is definitely on par with super ninjas like Batman.
Not to mention, Gwen was clearly stronger than Barbara. Plus, Spider-Man survived that skyscraper bomb with the same powers, which Batgirl definitely wouldn't walk away from.
It was way bigger than the building blast that Batgirl barely survived. Hell, Batman's biggest explosions and survival feat doesn't even match it. Listen, I know explosions, and by measuring the size of this blast, I can tell it's equal to about 60 tons of TNT. But applying the same math stuff to Spider-Man's, it's more than double that.
Who does the math?
To be frank, Batgirl had the tools she needed to take down
a
Spider.
mathematician.
Gwen was simply stronger, faster, tougher, and made good use of the spider sense, making it extremely difficult for Barbara to land a decisive hit before taking one herself.
It seems batty, but Batgirl was overwhelmed by Spider-Gwen spinning this one in her favor.
Oh my God.
Jesus webbed.
The winner is Spider-Gwen.
Why she have to die so savagely though? That's the
Thanks for
thing.
checking out that
Symbiote,
episode.
man.
If you like that fight,
I guess
be sure to
Okay.
Next time.
Oh.
Rock.
Rock Lee.
I don't watch One Piece, so I'm gonna learn a lot.
Well, I know that Sanji's a chef, and I know that he can't hit women because we played Jump Force, and anytime that you had an opponent that was a woman, you had to switch out. You had to switch out and get a different character.
Right.
Because he wasn't going to do it.
He wasn't going to do it, and he loves women, so.
And he likes to cook. So
but Rock Lee,
I really know about him.
I don't know, man. That's going to be a good battle. That's definitely going to be a good battle. Rock Lee.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to be rooting for him automatically.
I would've.
Biased, because I know more.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say I wanted to know what would have happened if Spider-Gwen didn't have the symbiote. I think
she would lose.
You think she would lose?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Maybe.
I wonder because the symbiote, that version is pretty OP. I didn't even know she bonded with one and called Ghost Spider.
I had no idea.
I try to stay away from stuff because you don't know when it might be, animated or reintroduced or coming to a live action, and I like learning the characters on the big screen, even though comics are real good too. Yeah. So I try to stay away from the comics as much as possible.
I wonder when the comic for her was made.
I have no clue.
I'm not sure if that was. Maybe it was made after.
You think it was made after? Maybe. I think it was made definitely after.
I think after we were born.
I don't know. These comics go way back. Like
I'm learning about my heroes and everything from TV.
Yeah, that's a medium we like to. Yeah,
so
you definitely don't like to read. I'll be like, yo, check out this manga.
I'll be like,
I'll wait till the animated. Yeah. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
We get to like share.